Right, I'm going to make a delicious pasta dish. It's called pasta fonduta with a white cheese sauce. First of all, I've got a pan on, boiling salted water. Then I've got a big metal or earthenware type bowl on top. I want 300 grams or 3 or 4 nice heaped tablespoons of creme fraiche going in there first. This is the base of the sauce going in. And then, obviously, we want to season that with salt, pepper. Also, to season it and give it that kind of big bulk of flavour, we've got a nice big handful of Parmesan. And then we need a nice melting cheese. And I'm using this Fontina, which is a classic, brilliant melting Italian cheese. You can get it in all the supermarkets, good cheese shops now. And then just grate it straight into here. So the idea of putting this dish over the boiling water is, 1, to cover the pan so the water boils quickly, and 2, so that it slowly, gently heats up. There you go. About 100 grams or a big handful of grated Fontina. Now, eggs. Duck eggs. Beautiful. Look at the colour. Lovely and white. We've got quail eggs here. Fantastic boiled, peeled, you know, celery salt or cut up into salads. We've got the leg bar eggs, which are that fantastic green colour. And you can really tell the difference when you hold it next to it like that. And then we've got the Burford Brown, the good old Burford Brown. Brilliant egg yolks. So all sorts of different eggs. What you want is 1 egg per person to about 100 grams of flour. That makes your pasta. So eggs can go straight in. To 1 egg, you want about 100 grams of flour, right? You can weigh it, or if you're incredibly experienced like me, then you don't have to. Wazz it up. As soon as it comes together and makes that funny little sound, like now, you can have a little feel up. If it's moist, then you want to put a little bit of flour in there. And then we touch it again. Is it a little bit too soft? It is a tiny... And you just squeeze it with your finger. If it sticks too much, now a teaspoon of flour. So it's squidgy, but not sticky. Here we go. So you get to little breadcrumbs like that. Almost looks like a crumble filling. And you just squeeze it, push it, squeeze it, and you can roll it around until it cleans up all the little bits of pasta. That's taken 45 seconds. That is like 10 seconds. And I'm going to roll it through the machine, and I want to show you how quick it is and how relevant it is to make fresh pasta. It's just knowing how. If you can knock out, you know, 4 people, 4 eggs, 400 grams of flour, rattle, 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 if you can do that in a couple of minutes and you do that in front of your mates, they will think you are super cool. Little bit of flour just to stop it sticking, but not too much. Now what I do is, on the thickest setting, I roll it through and fold it in half, and roll it through and fold it in half about 4 or 5 times, and that makes it nice and silky and smooth, and that's what we're looking for, that's what we want. And now I'm just going to start taking it down a notch every single time. Clamp it down again. And then from this, you can make tagliolini, tagliatelle, fettuccine, pappardelle. You can roll it into lasagna sheets. You can roll it into ravioli sheets. You name it. Let's make tagliatelle. Little bit of flour. Fold it in half. Flour it. Hold it in half. Do the same with the other one. From this point, this is the exciting bit. This is when you can control your pasta, and with a knife, all I do now is just slice it whatever thickness that I want. And the fact that they're all slightly different and they're not all perfect insists to the people that you're making it for that it's like the real thing. Gather it together. You could have this just tagliatelle in the white sauce. What I want to show you here is I've got this lovely sprouting broccoli, which is in the garden at the moment. And with the big leaves, I just run my knife through it like this. With this bit of stalk here, just at an angle, finely slice, because I want this broccoli stalk to cook at the same time as the pasta. This pasta takes 45 seconds to a minute to cook, as will your purple sprouting broccoli if you want it to be cooked nicely but not falling apart. A couple of egg yolks. Crack these open. Look at the colour of those yolks. Absolutely delicious. Look at that. Beauty. That's one of my chicks. Straight in. So put the whites in here. Get the yolk in there. We'll use the egg whites later. And then all I'm going to do is pick some interesting light herbs, a little bit of thyme, some marjoram, and just tear them up with your hands, like that. And once you've done that, egg yolk and marjoram, and beat it in. Now, it's quite a low temperature, so your eggs aren't going to start curdling or cooking straight away. And again, that egg yolk, just to richen the colour, richen the flavour up. At this point, take this off. We have a look in here. The pasta's cooked already. Drain this pasta. Pour this pasta back in here. Just enough of this sauce to mix it around. On you go. The heat from the pasta will cook the eggs in a nice way, not to scramble them, to make them silky, to make them smooth. Have a taste. Salt, pepper, does it need some more marjoram? I think that's lovely, actually. Let's serve this up. Look at this, straight away. And the thing about this, you know, it's kind of cold weather, homemade pasta, lovely broccoli from the garden. Serve it at the table as quickly as you can, and guess what? Bit of parmesan over the top. New Seasons oil. New Seasons oil. Brilliant.